really go hard for the election that impacts our city of Bridgeport. We've made mistakes. I mean, the first election, fine, came back. You was yelling how you was gonna represent the people of reentry. You failed with that. You failed with that big time.
That's right.
I worked at the Maple Street Halfway House. My clients was directly impacted by the MIRA program, which is the Mayor's Initiative Reentry Program. When I was sending my clients down to get IDs from the city of Bridgeport, those IDs were not worth anything. They were ran from the mayor's office, City Hall, if it's his office, I don't know. From City Hall to Connecticut Works to wherever else and wherever else. It was just a typical runaround. These clients only had 90 days to do what they had to do in order to get back home. A 90-day minimum is what the halfway house minimum is. Within 90 days, I can't even acquire an ID for my client because they're released from prison without IDs, which is supposed to be something that is done before their release. So with that not being done before their release, once they come home, it's up to the case managers and the counselors to get that for them. So we send them down to the MIRA program. The MIRA program is not able to help them. The MIRA program charges them for a city ID that does not work anywhere in the state of Connecticut. You should not be charging clients for a city ID when they're being released from the state of Connecticut prison system. If it's the state of Connecticut prison system and you have the state of Connecticut that are giving IDs, therefore it should be something put in place to where these clients can go straight out and get their IDs. You told them that you will give them jobs. With going to the MIRA program, none of my clients were able to gain employment, not even the city employment that's giving to those of reentry. You have to know somebody in order to get these jobs. It's not about coming out and being part of reentry to where you're getting these jobs. It's about who you know. It's about having access to that back door. That back door needs to be closed so everybody can have an opportunity, and not just your peers, not just your family members, not just your friends. Reentry is a whole. The numbers that y'all are counting, you gave $680,000 for reentry. Reentry would only see about 10,000 of those dollars. Who is handling that money? Where is that money going? Connecticut Works gets their own grants. Those numbers y'all are playing with. Those numbers, if the feds came in and counted them numbers, they would see that y'all are double dipping. It's illegal. These inmates, these people that are being released, as I was one of them once upon a time, do not have the resources to make it out on these streets. And it's due to monies being mishandled by councilmen and women that are supposed to be representing our community that are not representing our community. So we as a people need to hold them accountable. So the same energy that y'all gave for the presidential election, I hope y'all give that same energy for the actual election that is going to directly impact our children. Our children that are dying on these streets, our children that are dying in the same councilwoman's club that she was managing, a strip club that should have been closed due to the pandemic. But yet you were shutting down all the other clubs around you. So now you have 10, 20 that you're attacking constantly. You, the governor, you, the mayor, you're constantly attacking this man for running his business, which legally he can be open because he sells food. You were selling pussy, not food. But you was yet allowed to be open. The police department knew you were open, the fire department knew you were open, and they did nothing. I posted a video with the police department and the fire department in that establishment the night prior to the murder. But you as a councilwoman, you do not want to take responsibility for your actions. One action, having the place open. Second action is putting that young man out while he was wounded, which happens to be my family member, so it sucks to be you, because I'm going to pound this pavement till I can't no more. These children, a lot of them do not wish to live the life that they live, but due to the resources that they have, these are the choices that they make. Stop saying that these kids have choices when they really don't. They don't have choices because they don't have resources. So therefore, stop blaming the children and take a look at yourself and ask yourself, what do you do? Thank you.